everyone.
Fighting games nowadays have truly evolved away from their roots. Nowadays, we don't have much going for us, cause like, it's just a bunch of throw loops and 50-50s, unreactable mix. The amount of interactions has gone down so much. What happened to going to the roots? And today, I will. We're gonna be talking about two fighters. Street Fighter 3 and fucking Nicktoons Brawl, baby, yeah! And now you have Street Fighter 3. Street Fighter 3 is a game, and now this is Nicktoons Brawl. See, this is probably one of the greatest games of all time. This game has really set in stone a lot of the things that are really required in a fighter. This was truly the sequel to Street Fighter 2 that the people were looking for, and not some shit fucking stupid ass. The amount of shit this game pulled off is genuinely impressive. They have actual character archetypes. I'm talking about this fighting game for real. Like, I wasn't shit posting back then. Remember this? And this game shall receive the biggest video essay this year, guaranteed. I wasn't lying. This is the video essay. Fuck you. This is actually an interesting video topic, and I unironically kind of wanted to do this. I mean, I get it's April Fool's Day, but fuck off. Let's get into the first game, Fall Brawl, which is the complete edition of the first Nick Brawl series. You know how it's like Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Turbo? It's like that. Fuck you, montage. Overall, you might be thinking, what the fuck is this shit? And honestly, that's what I was thinking too. Until you realize that this game is actually a fucking Kino amazing masterpiece. The general game mechanics are moving, blocking, and attacking. Which attacking, there's only 4 attacks. What I would say if I was not telling the truth. Because it actually does have 5 attacks. It has 5 attacks. That's what it does have. Does as in does not. It only has 4. You got punch, kick, special move, and jump attack, which, you know, removes a lot of the bloat of having too many options. And every character has 1 special move, and this really differentiates them, because you play any other fighter, you get all these special moves, and you're thinking, oh my god, how am I gonna play this game? It's too hard. They still have motion inputs, which is, see, now you know why it's a real fighting game. There's motion inputs in there. Remember that one guy who just like really fucking hated motion inputs?
Next is easily understandable universal mechanics, including the abolishment of motion inputs. I've argued with people about this in the past, and quite frankly, I'm done being patient with this argument. Motion inputs are an ancient relic of fighting games, and they're just simply not needed for any balancing reason at all. If the old Bilbsy would have spent time explaining why, I'm done with that because no one listens to those arguments anyway. Motion inputs are not good design. They are not the future of fighting games. Clip this, quote this, do whatever you want with this. I promise you, 20 years from now, we will not be talking about motion inputs because they will be gone.
You know what, I shouldn't pick on Fantasy Strike. I mean, who would get mad at me? Nobody, but like, but enough talking about bad games. Let's talk about this Kino, bro. This up-and-coming Kino fighter that's fell under the radar because you cap cucks couldn't even sniff the aroma of good game design. The character selection is actually incredibly diverse. Like, for a shit-ass Flash game, they got some characters in here, goddammit. Alright, you got zoners, you got Shotos, you got Rushdown, and strangest of all, a fucking puppet character. Alright, I'm gonna go from bad characters to good characters. It's a little ordered here and there, but overall it's sort of just general. Starting off with King Julian. King Julian is the puppet character of this cast, and the only one. You might be thinking, if you know fighting games, how does a puppet character work in something like this? How does a puppet character work with only 1 special move? That's the secret. He doesn't. The whole draw of puppet characters is that you're playing 2 characters at once. At once being the key word here. King Julian, when he activates Mort, just starts fucking emoting. And Mort is horrible to control because you can't control his position because he doesn't follow Julian. He just sort of lands there and does whatever he wants. Which means he's very inconsistent, incredibly inconsistent. I don't believe it's even possible to win with this motherfucker if anyone's like higher than F tier. Speaking of F tier, let's get to the other F tier. Otis. Fuck this character. Otis is supposed to be a large zoner, which doesn't make any sense. His main zoning move is this, which you might think, oh my fucking god, welcome back Asuka, but it has no knockback, so it doesn't really matter. And counting on he's so big, he will be just comboed the shit out of by almost any character. His main saving grace is that he does technically got those good combos with that good old one frame link. Yeah, there's links in this game, I'm not fucking with you. But he's overall just kind of ass. Then you got Patrick, who's like upper echelon of low tier. The big reason for this is that he's completely jank and does not work in like the slightest. Where it's kind of just broken up into two things: jank with his punch and jank with his kick. His punch does not fucking function, it's horrible. On the opposite end, you have his kick, which turns him into basically a projectile. This shit is fucking insanely good. But he's overall so jank that it really doesn't really work out for him. And you got Timmy, who's, you think he'd be really good because, you know, he's got the footsies button.
I don't think this one is a reference to the concept or anything, but Timmy also has a literal footsies button.
But turns out, stupid is actually fucking horrible. His ass has no goddamn range. It's so bad. His longest thing, which is his special, has so much startup that genuinely it's try not to get punished challenge. The only reason he's not low tier is because, well, yeah, the footsies button. And then you got Bessie. I can't read that. Bessie is actually overall a incredible character because she's like a zoner that works as a zoner. But her buttons are actually long enough for her to, you know, play actual keep away. But because higher tier zoners have a lot more going for them, she really falls flat. And then you have Rico.
Look, I've had a rough day. I'm not looking for trouble. Alright, Gino, I get it. Laugh it up. Alright.
Does Widow Pangy Contin want a little pepperoni pizza?
Shut up!
You know it's illegal to feed exotic birds.
There's no way you could possibly know that.
You're right. But who cares? You're a fucking penguin idiot.
Fanboy. Fanboy is actually incredibly good with his zoning tool. It's not as long as others, but the main purpose is the backstep. The backstep causes most people to whiff, so it's a guaranteed whiff punish, and it works 99% of the time. But that's kind of where my praises end from, because like, that's really all he's got. He doesn't have anything cool in his like kit other than that. Then you got SpongeBob. This guy is actually probably the most balanced character in the entire game. I love SpongeBob. Okay, they put a lot of effort into this, alright? His special move is literally the Hadouken motion, and it's the Hadouken. The only problem with that is, look at this fucking startup, bro. Like, but this SpongeBob character has gotta have the greatest fundies of all time. And then you have a character like Danny Phantom, who's basically just like evil SpongeBob, okay? He does literally everything that SpongeBob does, but way better. He's got longer range, easier infinites, and probably one of the best specials in the entire game. There's several reasons why it's so good. The biggest one being how long it lasts. Because unlike most moves, this actually has real active frames. And couple that with incredibly long range, beating out most other zoner tools, and top that with ludicrous damage, honestly, it's incredible. And Danny Phantom is the peak of A tier. Let's get into the 3 S tiers, alright? These guys actually are fucking completely busted. We're gonna start off with Aang. Aang, in a traditional fighting game, you would never hear the end of people complaining about fucking Aang. The biggest part of Aang's gameplay is his special. His special is completely broken. By activating it, he floats into the air and unleashes a hail of bullets. And most characters don't have a reliable anti-air, and counting on this beats jumping means he will slow down the entire game, and he's incredibly annoying. Because really, you can work as hard as you like, but all Aang's gotta do is fucking this.
You're in a different world.
The worst part is that it's so boring. he does not invite anything interesting to the game. And in the opposite end of the zoner pile is Dr. Blowhole, because he's a hybrid zoner. I actually really like Dr. Blowhole. He's fun. His kit is full of insane ass things. Let's talk about the most insane thing first, the kick. It's incredibly long and has insane amounts of knockback, allowing for the best infinite in the entire game. And it's incredibly high damaging, so it's amazing. He also has a amazing zoning tool. Counting on the laser doesn't take an hour to start going, and it hits 3 times. So from one kick, you can start zoning the shit out of people. His overall high damage, great range, and easy to use infinites makes him the second best character in the game. To most of you fighting game folks, you might be thinking, okay, how does anything get better than the strongest infinite in the game? Let me tell you about the Demon of Fall Brawl. This character trumps literally every single one of them. He has a winning matchup against every single character in the cast. I'm talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Sheen.
I'll give you 3 reasons. 1, she's a female. 2, she's not a boy. And 3, and most importantly, she's a girl.
Sheen breaks this game incredibly hard with every single move. His punch is incredibly fast and can be looped for a bunch of chip damage and just regular damage. His heavy kick doesn't only infinite, but it counts as a anti-air because it goes up so high. But if it was only those 2 moves, he'd still probably be an S tier. But the one thing that pushes him up to top 1 and makes him the greatest character in this game is his special. I like to call it the Sheen Dash. The Sheen Dash, when you break it down, is the most busted move. I have no idea what they were fucking thinking. Every part of it is completely fucking broken. Let's start off by the second you activate the move. Sheen's Dash is the fastest move in the entire game. It has literally 0 frames of startup. The second you do the move, it goes out. The reason this is scary is that most moves are reactable in this game. That means his special counters literally every single special in the game. And not just that, when Sheen turns it on, he's an entire active hitbox. And you literally cannot stop him, no matter what. But let's say magically, for the sake of the argument, you do hit him out of it. Okay, you hit him with your zoning move. He can just turn it on again. His raw speed and energy is quite literally unstoppable. Sheen, bruh, I need this. My character's kinda low tier. What the fuck? If you get hit by this, you die. You block this, you die. There's literally no counterplay to this. He's the only rushdown in the game, and counting on this is a highly offense-based game, he fucking dominates no matter what. And the devs saw this. They saw that Sheen was objectively the greatest character to ever grace the game. And then they deleted him from the game. That's fucking... Hello, base department? Honestly, Sheen is literally the most dominant top tier in any fighting game ever, alright? Vega, Akuma, and Street Fighter 2, both of those incredibly hard characters to fight, but you could still maybe fight them. And in Guilty Gear top tier, to learn them, you gotta spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours in the lab learning them. Any KOF top tier, you gotta be Mexican to play them well. Sheen trumps all of them in raw strength.
I am so lonely. All the other Viltrumites are scared of me. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. They send me from planet to planet committing atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. Conquest. I don't even get a real name.
How about we talk about the little bit of extra things in the game. You have 3 modes, which are all kind of misleading. They have a training mode, but it's completely useless because it doesn't matter in-game. You have arcade mode, which isn't an arcade mode, and just versus AI. And you have tournament mode, which is, you know, the actual arcade mode. Other than that, the game is really just kind of a neat sort of one-off thing. Is what I would say if it was a one-off. There is a sequel. Super Brawl 2 is actually way better than the first game, I'm not gonna lie. They added so much to this. For one, they added a 5th move. Yes, there's now for real 5 moves in the game. Is what I would.
We are not doing this again!
Overall, everything's changed. There's a bunch of balance improvements, a completely revamped engine. It's got 9 new characters. They did Happy Chaos before Happy Chaos. And honestly, the most impressive one for me, a tag mode. That's right. This game had a tag mode. This is like 2XKO for real men. Like, what the fuck is this? You can't exactly combo with your teammate, but honestly, it's pretty fun as a side mode. Honestly, from such a crazy improvement this is, like, I gotta see what the next game's like. Oh, fuck, go back. Go back. Look, not to get all like old game good, new game bad, but old game good, new game bad. What the fuck? The engine and fighting mechanics are a little similar, but they're basically completely different. Because despite how, okay, to be honest, fucking shit the Nick Brawl series has been, it was at least kind of fun in like an ironic sort of sense, where it's like, oh yeah, look at all these dumbass fucking infinites I can do. That's not even a combo system, like, at least try. So Bad It's Good games are really hard to come by. I feel like Nick Brawl hits that and is also kinda fun. This shit is just bad. There's no silver lining. But my main question is, who the fuck is Squeep?
You ought to just calm the hell down, my brother.
Who the fuck is that?
There is another game, but who cares? Nickelodeon will probably never make another one of these games, especially with one not like, you know, fun, for 2 reasons. One, they already have a platform fighter with Nick and Brawl in the title, and honestly, it is kind of cool. Okay, all right, I'll hold that. It takes cues from both traditional fighters and platform fighters, and you know what? It's kind of neat. They also accidentally mentioned My Life as a Teenage Robot porn, but enough of this. What if there was a Nick Brawl 2? Who would I want in the game? I mean, it's very simple. Alright, first one on my list, I gotta go with Squidward, bro. Make him play exactly like Urian, and you know, that's just peak game design, bro. The second guy I want on my list, obviously it's gotta be the Butt Ugly Martians. Get me like Invader Zim. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Just make him play like Urian. I want like a puppet character of like the Breadwinners, if that's possible. Add Bunsen as a beast. Just make him play like Urian. You might be noticing that there's not enough female characters in this cast. Don't worry, I'm gonna add every single The Loud House character. Oh my fucking god. SpongeBob's over. We're trying to build a fan cast for the next Nick Brawl game, being incredibly loud. Get me Seth. Not like that one, like the ones that goes like, hey people, Seth here. Get me Carly from iCarly. Make her play like C Viper. Give me Seth, but like Street Fighter 4 Seth. Make him play like Urian. All I got here in my notes is remove Sanjay and Craig. Replace them with Snoop Dogg from Sanjay and Craig.
I'm so mad. Papa got a brand new bag. My eyes are red. About to put another song.
Alright, but that's just the base roster, alright? We're gonna be talking about the DLC, because you know, you gotta have the DLC characters. First off, we gotta pick everyone's been waiting for, Makoto. Alright? I mean, it's very obvious. It's, you know, you can enter literally any game. Okay, next character on the list is Olympia from Rivals of Aether. She's so simple, you can literally just add her to any game. Alright, you obviously know which next character is coming, alright? We are looking for the truest guest character of all time, Terry Bogard. Because god damn it, we need Terry Bogard in every fucking game. Like, motherfucker, 5 games currently being played in the FGC have Terry Bogard. We gotta make it 6, alright? I only like even numbers here. Next guest character, Adachi. I like it.
It's the world that really kills them, isn't it? This world reflects people's thoughts.
Did you hear that? Reflects.
Which
Aegis
oh
Reflector.
dear.
Make him play like
Does
Yuri.
that-
Actually, I should probably get some more cartoon characters in here. Alright. Quinton Reviews. Yeah, we gotta get Quinton Reviews in there. For supers, I'm assuming he's gonna drop out. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. I don't even have a joke for this. It's 38 fucking hours. What the fuck? And to finally wrap up the DLC, we gotta get something crazy. You know what that means? Lucy from Edgerunners. I feel she can add so much to the game. And you know, just the way her like hacking would work and probably have such cool mix-ups. You know, just make her play like Yuri.